Okay, Huber.
Yo.
One that I've been very curious about for a while, but it's been like on an island.
Yes.
On Apple Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Fantasian Neo Dimension. It's a new version of Fantasian that's going to be for consoles and everything. They're like adding stuff to it. They're making it better. What did you get to see at Gamescom?
So I played a little slice. This was about 15 minutes. I just played. There were a couple battles that led to a boss fight.
And we should be like clear for people who have no idea what this is. This is from Sakaguchi's team, the guy who originally made Final Fantasy.
Yes.
And it also has like this whole thing where they like scanned in like real props and stuff. Like they built the buildings and stuff in like real life and then like photographed them and stuff.
Yeah. I played on Switch, handheld mode.
Okay.
And it did look good. It ran well. It looked good. The art style, I think, was flexing, like doing the heavy lifting. It actually looks like really good. But didn't really get a sense of the story really, but we had to get to like this, we had an uneasy alliance with this character and we were going to fight some big thing. But the combat is turn-based, but you can also like aim your spells around.
Oh, okay.
You can aim them, so some attacks will go like through enemies and attack multiple people. You can like bend.
Oh, so like bend it to hit more guys.
Like wanted, dude. Bend the bullets. Yeah. Turn-based combat here, elemental weaknesses and strength, stuff like that. One of the crazy big reveals, I'm sad Damiani's not here, is that you can change the battle music to many, many Final Fantasy games.
Oh, what an ad.
Yeah, I knew you'd be hyped.
Wow.
Too. Yeah.
What an ad.
They had...
Because Square Enix was not initially involved in this at all. Like, it's completely was separate from them. The Apple Arcade version has none of this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And now for the console version, Square stepped in.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, can we use the music from Final Fantasy?
Yeah. What? They had, like, Endwalker. They had Rebirth and Remake. They had Pixel Remaster.
Great.
They had 16.
Okay,
You can swap it anytime. And multiple songs, too, because I was rocking FF7 Remake, because I love battle theme, dude, my favorite. I was rocking that, and like a couple battles were a couple different songs. So I was like, this is bad. This is a game changer. This is badass.
Wow. Like, I don't know entirely if that passes the vibe check for like me getting into this world of battles.
Yeah.
Usually like battle themes are something that's like you want more of because you start to hear like that battle theme over and over again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So super cool. Super cool. One of the big mechanics was like this void mechanic. And like as time went on, monsters kept going to this void.
Okay.
And the void can hold...
When you killed them, or...?
Sometimes when I kill them, I feel just like it would randomly happen. Like I'd be walking along and it'd be like more monsters added to the void.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you can manually send monsters to the void, but a lot of times they would randomly appear in there. And then you can go in there and attack the monsters and kill them and get XP. Okay. So it's kind of like saving battles for later kind of thing.
Sure.
To like something to do with grinding. I didn't get a sense of how it would work mechanically or balancing wise, because this is a thing where it's like, okay, like I can kind of see, if I'm getting to a hard part later and I have all these monsters in there, maybe I can grind up, get a level or two, but then you're right back where you started and you got to build up the monsters again to fill the void. So yeah, I would need to see more of that in action, but it seemed like a pretty big mechanic in the game. But yeah, when I went in there were like 30 monsters and you'd keep killing them. They would spawn in, kill some more, the more would spawn in. It was kind of wild. The environments do feel a little bit small. This is a mobile game, first and foremost.
Originally it was
the original
mobile. Built for that.
Yeah. So just kind of going through the areas, I would walk on some bridges, go to a new screen, walk a few more, it did feel a little cramped. But the turn-based combat was really solid. And then I fought a boss And it was like this big golem. It had a left arm, a right arm, and a head. So I knew to just kind of like they were like, the boss is pretty hard. Like, make sure. So I was like, okay, I'll focus up here. Was attacking the one arm, focus fire, just making sure everybody was topped off with healing, healing up. As soon as like anyone would get down to less than half health, heal them up. Sometimes I would need to use items and potions because my healer was getting low and they were doing like AoE attacks. But basically, I just chopped off the left arm, then the right arm, and then focus fired the boss and took it out. So, I love that kind of turn-based fight when it's just like, all right, keep everybody topped up on health, target the weak points, don't get too greedy here. So that boss fight was like traditional, good turn-based fight for sure. And that was it.
Sick.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're in, like, the creator of Final Fantasy is on this, so it's like that alone should have your attention. It is the year of the RPG, so there is a lot of competition with RPGs this year.
Yeah.
So, like, so many great RPGs. But I think this is a really good one, and I just didn't get any really sense of the story. And that, to me, is kind of the...
Yeah, you definitely would want that to really get the hooks in, for sure.
Yeah.
But, I think there's a lot of people that have been, like me, that have been curious about this for a long time and just like, I'm not an Apple Arcade subscriber.
Same, yeah.
I don't have this one thing that's going to push me over the edge necessarily, I don't really like to play games on my phone that much, so to get it on my Switch or my PS5 or whatever will be great, Yeah.
Mechanically solid. Like, no, mechanically great, honestly, yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Thanks for checking that out. That's part of our Gamescom coverage. You can go back and check out, we talked about Dragon Quest III not that long ago. We talked about Turtles game. We talked about Stalker. We talked about Monster Hunter. There's tons and tons of stuff. More stuff in the pipes. So keep an eye out for all of that on the Gamescom playlist on our YouTube channel. And if you like this stuff, if you like everything we're doing, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/easyallies. We're funded by regular folks just like you. Get in there, drop $5 a month, and get involved in the community. And we will see you soon.